Sarah, are you still at work?
Hello, Violet. Yes, I have a lot of chores to do and I'm running out of time.
You don't seem to know what you're doing.
I beg your pardon?
You look like you're working quickly, but in fact, nothing is going on. That's the image I have of you.
Is that so? I don't think so.
I made today's dinner for you. Meatball, pasta, and grilled chicken.
Really? Thank you. I love both of them.
Do you mind if I deliver it to your company?
No, that's a bit too much. Tom is off today, so I'll send him to pick them up. I'll call him and let him know.
Got it.
Thank you, Violet.
Sarah, Tom said it's too much trouble to go out, so I've delivered the dishes.
Did he say that? I'm sorry for troubling you, Violet. He shouldn't have said that.
It's okay. I wasn't busy either. But still, I love the view from the living room. It's great.
I see. I'm glad to hear that.
It would be great to live in a place like that, wouldn't it?
Yes, I like it too. Tom feels the same way.
I think it's too luxurious for you.
What?
It's nothing.
Well then, I have some work to do. Thank you for your help today.
Sarah,
Yes?
I've come to visit you at your house today.
Seriously?
I called Tom and he said he's at home.
Oh, yes, he is.
There was a little mold in the bathroom, so I cleaned it up.
Oh, sorry for that. I've been so busy these days, I haven't had time to clean the bathroom.
Well, I know that you're busy working, but I don't want you to neglect your housewife duties. I'll have to ask you to do your best for Tom's sake.
I know. Well, next time you come to my house, could you please call me?
Why? It doesn't matter if Tom's at home, right?
Yes, but I don't want you to see the dirty bathroom and so on like today. I don't want you wandering around the house without permission.
It's okay, since we're family.
Geez.
You don't have to worry about that. That's the fact, and I don't expect you doing your house chores properly. Anyway, you're doing great in your father's company, so I don't blame you.
I'm sorry that I'm not doing the house chores properly. I'll do my best so you won't be ashamed of me anymore. Violet, were you at our house again? I told you to call me, didn't I?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was with Tom.
I know, but you should have called me before you visited our house.
By the way, I have a question.
What is it?
I went into your workroom today.
Huh? Did you enter without permission? As I said, you crossed the line. Will you stop wandering around the house when I'm not home?
What do you mean wandering around? I'm Tom's mother, remember? What's wrong with me wandering around the house?
Yes, but there are some things I don't want to be seen or touched.
Is there such a thing?
In case you're wondering, there is.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I saw the sticky note next to your computer.
What? Did you see that much detail? I keep things related to my work around my computer. I don't want you to touch it without my permission.
I didn't touch it. I just read it.
That's not good either.
I read that the new president will be chosen from the company's own people. That's Tom, right?
What?
Because Tom is the son-in-law of the current company's president. Isn't that what people generally think? Even your father thinks so, right?
I wonder.
What do you mean by that? Are you saying you can't tell me?
My father is still working and nothing has been decided yet. And even if it's you, it's a company secret, so I can't tell you anything.
Tom will be chosen, won't he?
I beg your pardon?
I'm saying that if Tom becomes the company's president and took over your father's company, it's a good sign, isn't it? Don't try to fool me around. You can't deceive me, you know?
I told you that there's really nothing I can say to you. You should have noticed that.
I guess there's no doubt about it.
About what?
It's obvious. Tom's appointment as the company's president.
That's what I told you. I can't say anything.
Okay, I got it. But I'm getting excited somehow. It's not just a dream that I'm going to live in a townhouse, is it?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Can you please explain to me, Violet? I got a call from my mother. She said all my stuff has been sent there.
Don't you understand?
I have no idea.
You'll find out if you think.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to ask you to leave this townhouse.
What is this all of a sudden? I don't understand what you're saying.
Don't you understand? I'm telling you to get out of the townhouse.
I told you I don't know the reason why.
You want to know?
It's obvious. All of a sudden you're being unreasonable.
I just filed your divorce papers.
Huh? What do you mean, divorce papers?
It means you and Tom are divorced now.
That's a lie, isn't it? I didn't hear anything about that. I don't even remember filling out the divorce papers.
I filled it out for you.
Don't you know that those divorce papers will not be accepted if you fill them out on behalf of me? You have to write it in person. It's called forgery.
What? But Tom was with me, so it's okay, right?
Even if Tom was there, I still have to fill out the form myself. If not, I can revoke it. I mean, are you serious?
Of course. This company was successfully taken over by us, mother and son. You're of no use to us. Get divorced and get out of the house right away.
What are you talking about? My father is the president of the company. I didn't hear anything about Tom being appointed.
That's not important. It's obvious that Tom will be the president of the company soon.
Huh?
Tom has been worrying about it for a long time. He wants to divorce you.
What do you mean?
It seems you and Tom aren't a good match to each other. He was tired of you always giving him orders. He says he feels depressed when you keep talking to him like you're his boss. I feel sorry for him.
Oh no.
So, I'll take care of Tom from now on.
What?
Tom is the next president. He needs someone by his side to take care of him, right? He doesn't need a wife who can't support him.
The next president? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean.
Anyway, you're no longer needed, so that means you don't have to come back to this townhouse. I'm a little disappointed that Tom will no longer have a wife, but I'll do my best as his mother instead.
You don't have to come back. I'm living in that townhouse too.
That's why I sent your stuff back to your parents' home. So you don't have to come back here, right? You can go live with your mother at home while she spoils you.
It's too selfish. I didn't expect to get kicked out. Anyway, I'll talk to Tom about this.
You'll divorce Tom and move out of the townhouse. Tom will be the company's president. I will live in the townhouse and take care of him. Everything is fine now, so there's nothing to discuss, right?
That's enough. What you just said makes no sense at all.
Hey, Sarah, will you stop following Tom around? This is an important time for him since he'll become the company's president. What if there are strange rumors?
That's my line. Well, I don't have a problem with rumors.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't follow him around. He was the one who's following me.
Huh? I understand why you didn't want to get divorced. But your marriage is already over, okay? Stop lying and following Tom around.
I told you that's not true. Why should I hang around him? Now I'm glad we're divorced.
You're being so bossy again. I can understand how you feel. Your ex-husband is now the president of your own father's company. I feel sorry for you.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but Tom won't be the company's president.
What are you talking about? You said that yourself, didn't you?
Did I say anything?
You said the new president will come from the family member. The only relatives in that company are your father, you, Tom, and your cousin, right? Then Tom is the only one who can be the president.
That's a big misunderstanding. You're assuming too much.
Huh? Enough joking around or I'll get angry.
My ex-husband is unemployed. Is that okay?
Huh? What do you mean he's unemployed? Stop kidding.
I'm not kidding. For the past month, have you seen him coming to work at our company?
What?
Every time you went to the house, he was at home, right?
Well?
Did you see him go to work after you kicked me out?
Isn't that a recharging period for the new president?
What kind of president who dares to leave the company just to recharge?
Maybe he's working from home or something like that. With computers available now, it's possible to work from home, isn't it?
No president would leave the company for a month just for remote work.
Then can you explain to me what really is going on?
Tom was fired from the company a long time ago.
What? Fired? Why?
He was not serious about his work. He took naps at his desk. He was playing smartphone games too during work. Sometimes he went to the casino and horse race on his way to a client's office. It caused a lot of trouble for everyone in my department.
You're lying, right? Tom would never do such a thing. You're so frustrated that you're making up stories.
I'm not lying. To top it all off, he used the company's money. He spent it all on gambling.
Spent it all? That's a lie. Why didn't you stop him?
I warned him over and over again. Everyone in the company knew he was my husband. I had to do something. I tried so hard to make things better.
That's what a wife should do.
But no matter how many times I warned him, the result was the same. I was also very frustrated.
You mean you couldn't help him? Did you abandon Tom?
I don't know if I'm abandoning him or not, but he refused to change, so there's nothing I could do to help him. It can't be helped. My father decided to fire Tom when he saw that I was in trouble.
What? Your father did that?
My father is still the president of the company. Tom embezzled money with impunity, so it is only natural that he should decide on the punishment.
That's not what you're talking about. You said that one of the family members would be president.
It's just your assumption. You came up with that idea after sneaking into my room. Am I right?
Did you deceive me?
I didn't deceive you. I told you I couldn't tell you anything because it's a company secret. You just misunderstood that on your own.
But I don't understand. Why did Tom say that he wants a divorce?
Maybe he wanted to pay off his debts?
Debts?
Yes, I found that out after talking with him the other day. Tom embezzled nearly 10 million of the company's money.
10 million? That much? And he invested it all in gambling?
That's right. My father was willing to settle out of court if he pays off his debts. Isn't that why he came up with the idea of getting a divorce?
What do you mean?
Tom never wanted to be the company's president from the beginning.
Huh?
Because he was fired. Tom wanted to get divorced so that he can get the townhouse as his property division. I think he was planning to settle the embezzled money with the money he'll get from the sale of the townhouse.
What? Settling with property division? What is he thinking? We'll have no place to live.
Don't worry about that.
Why not?
You and your son have forgotten everything that's inconvenient for you, haven't you? I bought that townhouse before we got married. My father helped me a little, but I've paid for it in full.
Then give it to Tom. He's in financial trouble, isn't he?
You really don't know anything.
About what?
Property division is for property shared by two people after marriage. The townhouse is not subject to property division because I bought it before we got married.
That's a lie. So that townhouse doesn't belong to us?
Isn't it obvious? That's why I'm asking you to leave soon.
So you're just going to kick us out and live in comfort? That's unacceptable.
What I do with my house is up to me. I bought this property on my own.
You took everything away from us? What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. By the way, I haven't been able to contact Tom since 2 days ago. Seems that his phone is out of range. Where is he?
Come to think of it, he hasn't come home. I wonder where he went.
Maybe he ran away?
What? That's not true. He wouldn't do that. I'll call him.
How did it go? Did you get in touch with Tom? Can you get a reply?
Sarah?
Yes?
I've been trying to call him, but there's no response. I can't get him on WhatsApp either.
Right? I've been trying to contact him for 2 days now. I can't get through to him at all, and he doesn't return my calls. I can only think that he ran away.
You gotta be kidding me. Tom would never do such a thing.
But you didn't get through to him, did you?
Well,
He didn't reply to your message either, right?
yes,
Is there anything else you can think of?
no.
See?
What happens if Tom doesn't come back?
Let's see. I'll probably have to sue Tom for embezzlement.
Seriously?
Isn't it obvious? He spent almost 10 million of the company's money, you know. My father was merciful enough to offer him a settlement if he could pay in full. If Tom betrays my father, he will show no mercy. He knows a lot of lawyers in his line of work. I'm sure he'll immediately contact a lawyer he knows who's good at embezzlement charges.
You can't do that. I feel sorry for Tom. That boy's life will be scarred.
You need to think about what your son did. And he's an adult. There's no time to feel sorry for him. We have to make sure he pays for his crime.
Is there no other way? You must think about it.
Why should I think about it?
Because Tom is your ex-husband. I know you still love him.
He divorced me without any reason. I have no love for him. Don't be ridiculous. I'm so glad I didn't cancel the divorce.
Don't say that. Tell me how to fix this problem.
Well, I have a solution.
What is it?
It's for you to pay back the money on behalf of Tom.
What? There's no way I can pay back nearly $10 million.
You have your house, right? If you sell it, you can pay back close to that amount.
We've already sold the house.
No kidding. When?
Before we moved into the townhouse. I told Tom that we should sell the house because it would be hard to maintain 2 houses.
I can't believe you did that. And what did you do with the money?
Tom asked me to transfer the money to his account. So I did so.
What? I bet that money has disappeared by now.
Oh no.
Why did you transfer the money to Tom's account?
Because I didn't think it was something like this. We were living in the townhouse anyway. I thought it would be good if Tom could become the company's president.
Geez. That man was not the son you thought he was. He was rotten from inside out.
What should I do? How am I supposed to pay back 10 million if I was kicked out of the townhouse and have no savings?
If he can't pay me, I'll sue your son.
That's unacceptable. As his mother, I can't allow you to do that.
But there's no other way.
Why don't you just pay on behalf of Tom? You have enough money to buy a townhouse, right? So you should pay.
That's nonsense. I'm divorced, so I have nothing to do with you or your son. I don't understand why I have to pay that money. It's impossible.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Well, you can either pay the money or I'll sue your son.
I don't have any money to pay for that. I'm begging you. Please pay on behalf of Tom.
No matter how much you ask, I can't. I don't have a penny to pay for the sake of a scumbag ex-husband and his stupid mother. Please give up now.
You heartless ogre.
I won't pay no matter what you say. If you still can't choose between the two, then do as you please. I won't have anything to do with you anymore.
Don't say that. Sarah, please.
Excuse me, Violet. After that, Violet insisted that she really didn't want her son to bear the guilt. So she had to pay back the nearly $10 million embezzled money in installments. With the little savings she had left, she rented a tattered apartment and moved there. She is now working hard every day, doing various part-time jobs early in the morning, during the day, and at night. In the end, Tom was nowhere to be found. I believe a man who tries to escape at the expense of his own mother does not have a good future. 7 years later, I was selected as the next president of the company and took over my father's duty. I'm still single, but I can't afford to fall in love because I'm responsible to keep the company going for the sake of my employees. For the time being, I'm going to concentrate on my work.